We have the sun in reverse, so Leo possibly here. The Two of Pentacles. You see how the first card out is the sun reversed, and that's exactly the energy I was getting before I turned on the camera, which is that something may not be completely illuminated. You know, it's not clear as day, but you know, it's like you're half aware on some level, or you have some of the knowledge, some of the insight, but not all of it. Something is here, you know it, but it's not 100% clear. Okay, the Tower, wow, Scorpio energy, King of Cups. Okay, interesting. Look at this King of Cups. So you see the direction they're walking in, they're going that way. So when this is on the table, this person is walking straight back in towards the rest of the spread so far. So for some of you, if there's been a Tower moment, or it seems like something is over here, possibly, or something really dramatic happened and you're wondering, how do we come back from this? You might be surprised to know that your person is very much on their way back in, you know, and quite happy to do so. You know, this person isn't protecting themselves. They're sort of walking at a decent pace, you know, marching along, swinging their bag. This, you know, your person is saying, yeah, I'm coming back in. I want another go. I want another go here. That Tower did not scare me. Maybe they took a moment to breathe, to cool off. Maybe you did the same. Maybe things are still a bit crazy between you on some level here, but they're marching straight back into this connection here. And maybe you're sensing that they're coming back around, but they haven't said anything. And look, see the ship in the background? It's not just turbulent, it looks like it's sinking. So the emotions either are running high or they were running high. And your person has not been put off by this. Okay, so I feel that won't resonate for everyone, so let's keep going. You know, not all of you will have had this very recognizable Tower moment. The Hierophant, Taurus. We have the Sun here in the King of Cups. We have the Sun, well, with the Sun card, we have the Sun here with the Hierophant. There is something, you know, you just know it. It hasn't been confirmed for you yet. And I think that's what we're getting to in this reading. There could be something you know about a pre-existing contract or foundation to do with your person. Five of Wands. Yeah, Five of Wands, Two of Pentacles. There's definitely other considerations here, other people, or another energy or another focus, you know, whether it's work, a culture, a religion, family. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. So a Tower moment that maybe pushed you both out in the cold here. You may have been thinking about each other, watching each other from a distance. This reading almost feels like it's going to be a very specific reading. So I would say if this isn't resonating with you so far, it may not be for you, because as we go into this, it's getting more and more focused. It's not, you know, it's not opening up. And actually, look at this. We have 555. I mean, wow, huge change. It's either just happened or it's happening. So yeah, just to clarify, I feel this is a reading for those of you who feel on some level there's been a Tower moment, something shocking, a shocking realization, an argument between you, someone putting their foot down and saying, I'm not going around in this cycle again. You know, any of those things, whatever a Tower feels like to you, it could have been a big one, you know, externally, it could have been just an inward thing, but just know your person is saying, maybe the dust hasn't even settled here, but I'm coming back in, and they feel happy to do this because they have been missing you, and watching from the sidelines and thinking about you. Okay. We had, yeah, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel this is someone who's coming in maybe even to share some of their feelings. You know, I just feel this is someone who doesn't do that ordinarily, and it may be quite surprising for you to see them do this, to think that they may even be willing to do this, but I don't know. I'll come back in and see with the Five of Pentacles what has been going on for them, because they're showing up in a very confident way. And normally, yes, the King of Cups Did I say King of Pentacles? The King of Cups is can be very much in love, but very stoic and won't say anything or show it. But I'm not feeling that with this King of Cups. This is someone who's saying, I've been thinking about my feelings. I've become confident to some degree or another with these feelings, and I'm coming back in to show you, to tell you. And you can sense you're about to get clarity on something to do with something, but you're not sure what, you're not sure when or how. But look, 555, I mean, that is huge change. And, you know, the number 5, the change that comes with a 5 is very difficult initially. It can feel chaotic. But if you think about the number 6 after, the 6 of Swords, moving forward to calmer water, the number 6 in terms of the lovers, the 6 of Pentacles, equal give and take, the 6 of Wands, success. What's the other 6 I'm missing? Wands, Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Yeah, soulmates, reunion, reconciliation, that feeling of home. This is a very interesting reading. It's so specific. Okay, let's have a look at the 5 of Pentacles. Three of Cups in reverse, 10 of Cups reversed, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So, whether it's been 2 hours, 2 days, 2 years, 2 months, whatever, not just 2, I don't know why I'm stuck on 2, any amount of time, your person is saying, I never really have moved past this. I never moved forward. I never moved on. The Wheel of Fortune's reversed. I feel like I sort of stopped when this Tower moment hit. I haven't forgotten you. I haven't stopped thinking about you. Did I say 10 of Wands or 10 of Cups? Sorry. Sometimes when I'm reading on YouTube and in private readings, and some of you will recognize this from obviously these readings and personal readings, I'm trying to say something and Spirit's like, nope, and then channel straight through me and I say something else. And it's, you know, it's great, it's fun, it's cute, but it's kind of annoying sometimes because I just think, what came out of my mouth? Was it what I heard, or am I going to watch back and hear something different? So, sorry, let me start again. 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Right, your happiness, their happiness is with you. 3 of Cups in reverse. I feel that for some reason they feel that they've been on the outside of what's been going on with you. Maybe you have people around you, they feel like they're not part of that. Or 3 of Cups, they're just wanting reconciliation with you. You know, but yet 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, their happiness is kind of with you. Not in a toxic, unhealthy way, but they have, you know, they understand that as much as they've maybe been trying to move forward, and I feel for some of you they have, I'm almost feeling like there could be a new job here, or a new work focus, or some kind of new confidence, you know, with this briefcase here. They're saying that's all well and good, but I'm still not completely happy because this situation with you is unresolved. You know, we're not in communication. My wish is to speak with you, to be in contact with you at the very least, and I haven't got that. So I'm not completely happy. I don't have this 10 of Cups. Sagittarius energy with the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, so they're coming back in. There's a maturity here that I don't think was present before. I think we should go to the King of Cups in a minute and see what what's in the briefcase. What's this new thing that they've got going on? Discretion. This is the Judgment card. Interesting that it's called Discretion in this deck. I do think they have been watching quietly. Page of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. So this attempt to come towards you, to reconnect, it's not going to be loud, it's not going to draw attention in. It's like they want it to be quiet, peaceful, respectful for you, for them, for the situation. Maybe also there might be some eyes on you, and they're not trying to draw attention to this, but they have something to offer. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles, please. 9 of Pentacles themselves. That's so funny. This came out before, that their gift to you is them, but honestly they're what they want to offer you is themselves. But as I said, it's almost new, it's improved. There's confidence here, there's more maturity than there was before. So what's in the briefcase? Why are they in this 9 of Pentacles energy? Why are they feeling so good? The Lovers in the reverse. So possibly they've been doing some shadow work, Gemini energy there, and they're saying, I I have more of a handle on myself, the way I think, why I think these things, why I act this way. So they're feeling like they know themselves more for some of you. They could also have made a big, strong decision and taken control of something in their lives. They could have released someone or something. Yeah, 10 of Wands. I wasn't sure if I was saying 10 of Cups or 10 of Wands earlier, but here it is, 10 of Wands in reverse. The Emperor, absolutely. For some of you, your person has a new job, a new career focus, or a promotion, or they've become self-employed. Or with the Emperor here, they're saying, I have reached Emperor status because I have been doing my inner work and I'm feeling really confident. I've released things that haven't been serving me. I understand where the problems are. And like you, I don't want to repeat them. So they're feeling like a boss. They're feeling really good. Okay, and this Emperor has a skull that he's holding. So the Death card, Scorpio energy, but deep transformation and getting to know themselves through that process of transformation. So your person's feeling very confident, which is great. So this is why, if you're saying, this is not someone who expresses their feelings, I can't believe that they would confidently walk towards me and do this. I guess this is why they're able to, because they have been through a change here. Now remember, this is kind of what they're not showing you or telling you. Okay, before we go, as in move on, let's have a look at the Hierophant with the Sun in reverse. Yeah, Knight of Swords, absolutely. Back to that message at the start. There's communication coming in. You can feel it. This communication is going to be very direct, very clear. It's going to confirm what you may be suspecting. If you have some inkling that something's going on with your person related to the tangible, to a contract. So whether it's work, whether it's a relationship, whether it's their family, whether it's a tradition or a practice, you just have some knowledge, something has changed. You haven't got complete clarity, but you will get it from your person. So yeah, so basically, it's so interesting because we have the King of Cups, we have all of this emotion, and it's a very business-like attitude, It's almost like if you think of, and I'm speaking as like a layperson, I don't, I'm not trying to be an authority because I know I have many counsellors, therapists who watch my channel. So, but if like with couples therapy, let's say you have an obstacle, the advice maybe is to speak about it and to find a compromise. Another obstacle comes up, speak about it, compromise, what's going to work for both of you. Almost to take this sort of business-like approach to something that seems very far away from business, a relationship, we think of romance and all that. So sort of a very level-headed approach like that can seem a bit like you're going into a meeting trying to negotiate a contract. But that's kind of what I'm getting here. There's lots of emotion, but your person is coming in, arms swinging. Yeah, I've got my briefcase with whatever is in my briefcase, making me feel really good. And they're feeling confident within themselves. They're feeling confident about this, and they want to approach it in this almost King of Pentacles way. Very level-headed, saying, look, this didn't work before for you or for me. This is what's changed in my life. How can we compromise in terms of moving this forward? And by the way, yeah, this is how I feel. Might take you by surprise. Knight of Swords here. Tried to say King of Swords, see, it keeps happening. So maybe this communication is going to be more mature than anything you've had from them before. Ooh, okay. Let's see, we have a few cards from this deck. We have, okay, so I'll show you the back first. Sexual union, honour the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Okay, so there could be lots of sacral chakra energy around this connection, kundalini energy. It could be straight up sexual energy. Okay, next card. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. We have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Yes, for you, the miracle might be your person showing up in this Emperor status here, and being very willing to have this conversation with you. In fact, wanting to, initiating it. Going back to this previous card about feeling joyful, I just feel with the 555, huge change, sudden, maybe even unexpected, spirit saying it's important that you try to make time for yourself to feel grounded, to enjoy the small things. Okay, it might not transform your whole mood, but just to have these moments of joy, these moments of stability, because the number 5 can be very destabilizing, and to have 555 is huge. So hold on to the things that make you feel, stable, connected, grounded, speaking to people that make you feel good, leaning, I guess, on those connections that are very established. Basically, I'm saying there are times, like this, if this is resonating with you, that you don't have to be the rescuer. Often in these readings, I see the energy of you guys coming through, and you're very strong. You're the people that other people go to, and there might be something here where it would be nice for you to be able to, have a time out. I'm not feeling really that you're falling apart or anything like that. Maybe you are being very strong, in spirit saying it's okay to be a bit playful. Anyway, take that as it resonates. Okay, so we have, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. And we have embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. And again, that, to me, sometimes this can sound a bit unhealthy, almost saying that you're incomplete alone. But it's going back to the energy of your person with that 10 of Cups in reverse, saying, I have all these things in my life, and maybe I even have something really good that's happened recently, but it's not enough. I'm still not happy because I want to mend this connection with you, or I want to speak with you, or I want to move this forward with you. Did I show you the image? Okay. I don't think you're doing anything based on guilt, to be honest. So that could be something that your person has been dealing with, the the lovers, the number 6 in the reverse. That could be something they've been asking when they've been going deep. The things I've been doing, the life I've created, is it for me? Is it for others? Is it because I'm concerned about other people's opinions? Do I even know what I'm doing for me versus what I'm doing for others? This, sometimes, when you're reading, you're really reminded that you are just the channel. And today I feel like a puppet. I don't know what I'm saying or what I'm doing, but, it's fine. Okay, what else, please, Spirit? What is this person not saying to my viewer at this time? I don't know if I'm cut out for this. Interesting, because I don't feel that energy. I feel that that's a past energy, and they're actually saying I am very much cut out for this. The Emperor, the 9 of Pentacles. I've thought about you a lot lately. Yep, I can see that here. I'm still haunted by my actions. Maybe actions they took in the past when they didn't know if they were cut out for this. I'm reminded of you constantly. Yeah, I got spooked, absolutely, coming out under the card saying I don't know, if I can do this. Even though I don't show it, I am sorry for how things went between us. Yeah, that's what they're not saying to you right now. Seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down, and that's not always easy to deal with. Yeah, they have been in their shadow. Being apart has been life-changing for me, and having gone into their shadow side and really thought about things, it's actually, they're coming out the other side now. I think they are out the other side, to be honest. And whatever is going on, I don't know why, I keep getting this image of your person, or rather a person, walking along, swinging this briefcase, and it's making me laugh. So, whatever they have realized, it's helping them to transform their life in a very big way, outside of this connection as well. And I actually feel that it's whatever's changing externally for them outside of your connection, it's giving them confidence, or the confidence they needed to come back in towards your connection. So maybe this is someone who, for one reason or another, felt that you were further ahead in life than them, or they weren't worthy of this, or good enough for you, or something like that. You know, maybe there was some insecurity, self-doubt, and whatever they've been doing, achieving in the background is giving them this confidence. Okay. So let's see. So these cards should point us towards some traits and possibly zodiac signs. We have a dreamer, yes. So that King of Cups energy, this is someone who, I feel they always have had this dreamy side to them, but they've never really showed it to people. I think maybe they were shown perhaps, or grew to learn as they were growing up, that in their family or their community, being a dreamer wasn't really a thing. You know, maybe everyone did the same sort of job, or everyone had the same kind of life. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't the sort of environment where they could say, oh, I think I'm going to become an astronaut. You know, people would say, that's ridiculous. Why don't you know, screw your head on and focus? That kind of a thing. Whereas I feel now they're starting to, I think through, honestly, I feel it's through observing you or being around you, seeing the things you've been doing. They're starting to say, no, actually, you having dreams is perfectly fine. If you put work into them, they can become a reality. You know, the emperor, the entrepreneur. Yeah, we have lazy. I think in the past, maybe they even shunned this part of themselves. They thought, all this fantasizing, daydreaming, it's lazy. I should crack on with my work. We have charming. Mentally or emotionally unstable. Again, I don't feel that now. I feel that's an energy they're coming out of. We have nervous. I do think they're nervous to come forward. And we have highly sexual, which we get a lot. Going back to this card, what does it say? Sexual union, when I was talking about the sacral energy, Kundalini energy. We have empathetic. And also, I wanted to say empathic as well. You know, there is a really gentle side to this person. And I just feel they've kept it hidden for a long time. It hasn't been valued. Maybe whether your person is a man or a woman, the community they have been in, the people they've been around would have told them that they were being too, you know, feminine or too soft or something like that. I also feel that being this empathetic and empathic has really taken a toll on them emotionally at times, especially if they haven't really understood and they haven't been giving themselves room to do, you know, grounding things, whether we're talking about grounding in a more spiritual sense or grounding, you know, I'm going out for a walk, please don't disturb me, that kind of thing. Okay, we have reserved and we have loud. You see, we've got charming, highly sexual, loud. That's their outward persona, and maybe it's very attractive to you, to lots of people, but I feel you also have noticed and been attracted to this quietness within that they really, really have tried to keep under lock and key. Okay. We have, will it hurt? Yes, I'm getting your messages / energy. There's a really strong connection between you both at the moment, and I kind of feel it might be quite hot, passionate energy. Will what hurt? Let's see. What are you worried about here? Is what going to hurt? I just saw call or message me. I'm going to call or message you. Wow. Okay, so even if you don't want to reach out to them, yeah, they're coming forward. They're going to do it. Swinging their briefcase, feeling confident. They're coming marching in. They've got some news for you about themselves and about this connection. But they're saying, will it hurt? You know, I'm feeling good, but are you going to reject me? Do you want me anymore? But, you know, they're coming in to find out. And look, it just came up again, call or message me. This person really wants to reconnect, to speak with you. When you find out, can you please let me know what's in this literal or metaphorical briefcase? Okay, let's see. Oh, yep, my best orgasms have been over you. Okay, so they're definitely indulging in this energy, this passionate energy they have for you. You're mine. Ooh. So this could be possessive. So, based on your situation, is this an unhealthy level of possessiveness, or is this your person saying, you're the one for me, I'm coming in to let you know this? You're my secret. Yes, and I'm reminded of that discretion card. Let's do this quietly. Now, of course, you don't want to be kept a secret, and if that's your situation, you feel like they're not, that you're going to be kept a secret forever and ever. You set your boundaries, deal with that in the way that works for you. Really though, again, this feels like a very healthy reading actually. We're moving in a healthy direction. So I feel this is your person saying, let's get this going quietly, first of all, sexual release. Let's make sure we're stable. Let's not allow for any outside interference that could sort of ruin things for us. Cool, message me again. And then we'll go public with this. But no one else needs to know our business for now. I imagine spending time with you. Rage. Oh my goodness. If you are in another relationship, or there are people around you, you get attention, or even if your person is just imagining you going on dates, flirting, being with other people, it makes them very angry, very jealous. Yeah, okay. I'm pissed off. Goodness. Well, you better get a move on. Call or message me. Yeah. And we have messages and messages here. They really need to speak to you. And if you don't reach out, I feel they are going to, definitely. Right, I have 2 more decks. So if you're still here, if you've made it this far, thank you for being here. I'm not sure if we'll have an extended. I kind of feel that we will. I feel Spirit wants to talk to you actually. So if there is an extended, I'll put the link below. What else? If you want to leave your question in the comments to be entered into the draw for Friday, where I don't pull, the computer program brings out your names of the winners and I will pull cards for you. In answer to your question, please leave your question in the comments. I think that is it. Right, okay, let's keep going. Oh, it's way too many. Okay, so with these cards, we have green. No, we don't. We have, oh my God, can I have my words back after this? We have red and we have blue. The red is, the intention is that's the masculine energy. The blue is the feminine. I'm going to read all of these as messages from your person. However, take it as it resonates. You might find that some of these are your words. Okay. I had put you on a pedestal and made myself small. I mean, yes. Oh, can you see that at all? Hopefully. That's true, and they have been working on themselves in the background and they don't feel small anymore. It's not that they ever took you off the pedestal. They've just got their own and they're standing on it next to you now. And that's giving them the confidence to, I'm hearing, to face you. So for some of them, they might anticipate that initially it's going to be uncomfortable. There might be a bit of a battle here, a settling in period. There might be something to resolve, but I think they've always just been nervous, honestly, talking to you, reaching out to you, and they don't show it. They come across as loud or charismatic or very confident, but you make them nervous. Well, you don't make them nervous. Their reaction to you is nerves. So it's almost like every time they speak to you, even if it's something small, they have to put on this armor and this game face to be like, okay, yeah, I've got my confidence, I can do this. Whereas you've just wanted to see really what's, take off the armor, what's going on behind that. Okay, I'm not sure if you love me for me or who you think I am. Yeah, exactly. And they were never going to know this until they took off the armor, until they took off the mask. I am a completely new and better person because of you. Yeah, I'm telling you, there is a way in which they have, they've achieved something, they've done something new, something is new about them. And I do feel a degree of this has been inspired by watching you. Seeing how you live, seeing how you do things. I can't handle you not being in my life forever. For now, but not forever. I don't even feel for now. Why? I'm sorry, it's so dark. Maybe at one point they were saying, okay, fine, we're in separation, but not anymore. I don't even feel they're okay with it now, to be honest. I am considering moving on with a soulmate, but I really don't want to have to. Again, this does not feel like their energy. So this might be you saying this. And if there is someone around, they see and they're jealous. I actually think, if anything, this person may have been in a relationship that wasn't for them, and they either have moved away or are thinking of moving away. Do you really believe I am the one for you? I mean, I'm going to stop showing these because it's just coming up black. And we have, sometimes I leave, so you know that you will be just fine without me. This card, every time it comes out, it feels like more of a parent thing, parent-child, like, I'm dropping you off at university and I know it's scary, but you're going to grow and you're going to see that you can manage your finances. Why would your person leave for you to know you're going to be fine without them? I mean, it's not their place to do that, is it? I don't know. A bit weird. But if that resonates, take it. I'm trying to think how it could fit in more broadly. I don't know. Unless this is something their higher selves were initiating, they might pull away and it might seem like the runner-chase dynamic, but their higher self wanted you to see you have strength, something like that. The only way I can see this really is if it's like a high vibrational 5D kind of thing that you both weren't aware of on a conscious level, because it feels almost, like I said, parental. It's protective, it's caring, it's almost a bit of tough love. I'm doing this, it hurts you, it hurts me, but it's going to help you to grow. Okay, sometimes because I know we will be together, I take you for granted. Ooh, maybe that's something they did in the past. Believe me, they are not doing it now. That is a fact. Right, okay, last deck. And I'm going to read from the book with this one. This was a gift from Carol. This is the Sacred Power Reading Cards deck. So let's see what's going on with them at this time. What has their focus been on? What change has been happening? Oh, illusion. Oh my goodness. So before I read from the deck, for me, remember I was saying earlier, your person maybe never even considered, what am I doing for me? What am I doing for other people? Is this the life I want? Isn't it? That's something they've been thinking about. Illusion. We have lots of blues and purple, so the throat. Have they been living in their truth, communicating their truth? Definitely not to you, not in the past. And the indigo color, the third eye, chakra opening, seeing things from a higher level here. Okay, let me see what it says in the book. Okay. There are no dead ends in a labyrinth. It appears as if you are continuously going around in a circle. Labyrinths are temples that insist on uncovering the truth, bringing enlightenment of spirit and consciousness. From a distorted reality, one is never truly lost within it. Within the labyrinth, we find our own internal compass, leading us in the right direction, awakening and unifying our spirit within the cosmos. Cosmos? This illusion of time and space represents the distortion of your own reality. The labyrinth is an exercise in your soul's development. Yeah. Maybe this tower moment, if that didn't really resonate with you, but you're still here, maybe the tower was your person's tower, within them. Not between you. Okay. This illumination of self pushes towards individual experience so you can make informed decisions. Although it may feel like your senses are misleading you, deep down you know the outcome as you have already been here before. Illusions can fool and mislead you into believing a situation is ideal or a person is genuine in their interest or affection, when in fact it is the opposite. People can present themselves as helpful but have a secret agenda. Be careful now in your approach to others. The way forward is blurred with smiling assassins. And maybe that's why they're saying, let's keep this quiet for now. Let's keep this a secret. Not everyone around us has good intentions. Don't believe everything you hear or see right now. Stay alert. Caution is required for you to see through the smoke and mirrors. Without you seeing the full picture, an error in judgment is likely to occur. The key here is to see through the illusion of glamour and helpfulness to what is going on behind the situation. False ideas and beliefs are currently influencing you. Researching your ideas or pursuits further will give you clarity and deeper insight prior to any decision making. Distractions are everywhere right now. Your soul's compass is asking you to reassess your direction, to uncover your true path. Does this action or decision bring you closer to your life's purpose? Okay, and the affirmation is, I hear deep messages with strength and clarity from my soul. My soul knows the way forward. I trust my inner guidance. And you know, maybe that is why your person here, as the King of Cups, is walking so confidently back into this tower that's exploding. To everybody else, it might seem like a really bad decision, but your person's saying no, because I'm trusting my inner guidance. And I know that this tower needs to crumble, but underneath is a very strong foundation, you know, a great piece of land, and we can rebuild. So they're not phased, they're not worried, they're not stressed, even if it seems, you know, what they're doing seems a bit odd or unusual. They're trusting themselves. And I think, if I'm honest, it's one of the first times they have really have this faith, this belief in themselves. It could even be it's evidence-based. You know, again, I know who has ever said the word briefcase this many times in half an hour, but it's whatever this briefcase is or what's in it, whatever they have gone for, you know, dreamt about it, they reached for it, they obtained it. It's given them this confidence, and they're saying, okay, I trusted. Look how it worked out very well. I'm going to trust again, you know. So it's kind of believing through seeing. Yeah, and they're seeing through illusions now, so that is very good. Right, I will stop talking. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to move into the extended. If I see you there, wonderful. If not, hopefully I'll see you again here soon. Hopefully this has helped. Take care and speak soon. Bye.